him a sandwich. So, what's that? Lights, man. I mean, Jesus Christ. I feel like a 747 coming at me. Can't see shit. So, oh, now it's romantic lighting, isn't it? That's a little bit better. No, go ahead. You can turn them back up. What I need to see, huh? Is that better? Is that better for you guys? Yeah, because then we're bright, didn't you? It's like ready to get my little Duracell flashlights. Come on. So if I seem a little bit off, if I seem a little irritable, if I seem like I'm not quite right tonight, I apologize. I'm trying to quit smoking. It's not working out too well for me. And you know, I know there's a couple non-smokers out there going, oh, good for you, you're going to get healthy. That's not the reason why I'm trying to quit. I'm trying to quit because you non-smokers have made it impossible to be a smoker anymore. All non-smokers? Oh, you, because it's people like you that always pull the why don't you go outside to smoke? Because it's 40 degrees below zero. You're healthy. Why don't you go outside? And if you travel, it's ridiculous, man. Now with the TSA, those retarded rent-a-cops at the airport, they tell you got to get there what, like 2 to 3 hours earlier. So if you're a smoker, you're outside just huffing and puffing trying to get your fill of nicotine. You finally feel like if you smoke another cigarette, you're going to cough up your balls. You go up through security, you get done with security, you check in, you grab your coffee, you sit down, you go, oh, you know what would go good with this? A cigarette. Back out through security. Back up through security. Now you've already been through not once but twice, so they got to check underneath your neck to see if you're smuggling a toenail clipper in, because you might take the plane down and give them a pedicure or some shit. Meanwhile, Alibaba and the 40 thieves are just zipping right through security. They got more laundry on their head. They got family in their f***ing hat. But I'm the threat, the smoker. I'm the blonde-haired, blue-eyed terrorist that wants to have a puffy treat. Suck it. Take that in the kind, loving way I mean it. That's why I still smoke pot, man. It lasts longer. It stays with you. Any pot smokers here tonight? By round of applause, pot smokers? No joke. I just want to know where to hang after the show. It's Muskegon and I'm out. All right, tough guy, settle down. There's a new sheriff in town. All right, let me ask a different question. How many people here by round of applause think that pot should be legalized by round of applause? Oh, even you, little Miss Non-Smoker, how do you like to smoke your pot? Now, brownie, is that how you get away with it? I'll keep using the pipe and the lighter. It seems to work for me. Good talking to ya. Legalize it, right? Why not? It never hurt anyone. Never killed. No one ever died smoking pot. Well, I mean, really, what's the worst thing possibly happen to you, right? You choke on a Twinkie, big deal. You should have chewed it better. Don't go blaming pot. Played a major role in American history. How many of y'all knew this? Declaration of Independence, written on hemp paper. It's true, they keep that locked under glass now because they're afraid we're going to roll up and smoke our freedom. Rudolph Diesel, when he invented the diesel engine, it ran off of hemp oil. Let me say that again because I don't think that's really sinking in. Right now, we're fighting a war over oil. What any politician tells you, we're fighting a war over oil. When the diesel engine was originally invented by Rudolph Diesel, it was made to run off of hemp oil. You could be growing your gas oil. I mean, I understand they have to switch it over to crude oil, because if you were burning oil, you're only up traffic bad. Oh, shit, we're doing 7. But we won't legalize it, will we? No. You know why? Because we're modern day Rome. If we can't eat it or it, we declare war on it and try to kill it, don't we? You know, I know there's not a war on drugs because in the neighborhoods where I buy my drugs, there's no Army, Navy, Air Force, or Marines, okay? If you're going to have a war, don't you need tanks, weapons, bombs, like that? Because if I can't get high, I want to see some blow up, don't you? I want to see crack houses get napalm, junkies come running out, their hair on fire, while addicts jam pipes up their asses and try to smoke them. That's a war on drugs I'll get behind. Till then, can we leave the pot alone, please? 6 of you are with me on that. Great. You know what? 7. All right. I'll take all my brothers. You know what pissed me off the most about the war on drugs? Right after 9/11, 9/12. Oh, suddenly the subtle humor works. They pulled off the this is your brain on drugs commercial. You guys remember that? With the frying pan and the egg? And I love that commercial because every time I saw it, I went, oh, time for breakfast. And they replaced it with, if you smoke pot, you're funding terrorist activity. I'm sitting on my couch and I'm like, no. I want to fund a Taco Bell in about 20 minutes, but unless Osama's working the drive-thru, I don't know how you're making this shit up, aren't you? If pot is honestly a weapon of war, how come we don't use it in the war? That's a pretty good question, isn't it? Yeah, one no one ever asks. If pot is honestly a weapon of war, how come we don't use it in the war? Instead of doing what we do now. What do we do now? We send the Air Force in 6 weeks in advance. We carpet bomb the living out of these countries, right? Bomb, 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 bomb. $1 million a shot on some of those bombs. Then, as a humanitarian effort, in order to make ourselves feel better about all the bombing we just did, you know what we do? We drop sandwiches. Kind of a mixed message, don't you think? They're not even good sandwiches. They're peanut butter sandwiches. No jelly, no milk. They live in the desert, people. The message that they're getting is if we can't blow your ass up, we're going to get you to choke on a sandwich. And it's not that they don't want the food. They just want bologna, peanut butter with their speech. They can't go, it comes out, and that means something completely different. That's why I say we take all the out-of-work farmers in this country, and there are thousands of them. Let them grow the best possible military-grade marijuana we can grow. And instead of dropping bombs all over the Iraqi countryside, we drop big flaming bales of pot and hold the sandwiches. I'm pretty sure we could win the war on terror with a 6-pack of pudding and a bag of Doritos. They wouldn't be shooting at us either. They'd have their Bic lighters out. We love America! I believe that if you have a child, you should be able to legally smoke pot. Let me take that one step further. I believe if you have more than one child, you should be able to deal it. I'm a little are expensive, aren't they? I've got one, man, you know. And I know some of you are like, oh my God, Steve, you're talking about smoking pot around children? How could you talk? We got to protect the children. Hey, you know what? We don't have to protect the children. Children, okay? They can protect themselves. They're doing a lot better job of getting along than we are, okay? And let me tell you something. My 3-year-old, he doesn't need any protection. I could kick him down the stairs. You know what I'd hear? Cool, Daddy, do it again. No protection needed, okay? And it's not like I'm smoking pot in front of him and blowing it in his face like I do the dog, all right? I know where to draw the line, but if you are having that little internal argument and you feel that that's a bad thing to do, I guarantee you never watched 8.5 hours of Barney in a row. Pot has saved his life. If I'm high, I'm singing along. I love you, you love me. See, that's our problem in this country. We stick our nose in everyone else's business, and we don't give them any advice on what to truly expect. No one ever says, when somebody goes, oh, we're having a baby, no one ever goes, what the f*** are you thinking? Are you out of your mind? You're ruining your life. They don't tell you what to expect. They don't tell you that when they're 3, they turn into alarm clocks. Every morning, my kid's up at 6. Whether I need to be up or not, he's in my room, in my face. Get up, Daddy, get up, Daddy, get up, Daddy, get up, Daddy, get up. He's cool, though, because he's got snooze if you hit him hard enough, so that works out nice. Get up, Daddy. Okay, 5 more minutes. I'll be in the front room watching Barney rolling one for you, Daddy. I no longer have faith in Christianity. I've given up my faith. I have, because I don't believe that the religious right is either religious or right. I've read the Bible front to back not once but twice trying to find out where they're coming up with all this bull. I'll give you an example. Right now there's a religious right group that's walking around this country picketing the funerals of our soldiers coming back from Iraq with signs that say God hates fags. Now I know you're thinking to yourself, why would religious people to be claiming that they're of God, representatives of God, why would they be walking around with a sign that says God hates fags at any military funeral? Well, here, let me tell you why. Because they believe that the soldiers are dying because the United States has too much of a liberal view on homosexuality. Well, you know what? That would be in the Bible, wouldn't it? I know some of you are going, it is. No, it's not. I've read the Bible. Confused. You're mistaken on that. It would be an important statement like that would be in the beginning. Like, in the beginning I created the heavens and the earth. By the way, bracket, I hate fags, see Appendix B. But it's not in there, along with a couple other things that aren't in the Bible. You want to know what else isn't in there? A fight scene between Adam and Eve. They lost the Garden of Eden and didn't have an argument. I can't decide where to go to dinner with my wife without having a bitch fest. They lost the Garden of Eden. You would think somewhere in the Bible there'd be a little bit of a spat between the two of them. Something like, what do you want to eat? I don't know. What do you want to eat? I don't know. How about a apple, you stupid? We had it made. Now I'm wearing a leaf on my because you had to make a pie? It's my mom's recipe. You don't have a mom. You're a rib. You don't even have a belly button. See, in order to have a belly button, you have to shoot out. See what happens when you get high and watch the Discovery Channel? You learn.
All right, we do have comedy here every Wednesday, every Friday, and every Saturday. And of course, on Wednesday nights, we usually have the karaoke, so stick around for that. And then every Friday and Saturday, we have different comedians also, and live band on both those nights.
I have a cousin, she is retarded. She just graduated high school, and she's going on into college. Did anybody go into college? Round of applause. Who went to college? Oh, a bunch of us. All right, cool. So I'm assuming most of us had to fill out financial aid forms, had to fill them out. And if you've never, the questions are so easy on these things if you've ever had to fill them out. But she's asking us for the answers. Swear to God, one of the questions, she goes, am I a veteran? We're like, what? No, you dumbass. God. You like meat? God. So stupid. We just had turkey for dinner. God. She's an idiot. My parents are divorced. That sucks. Does anybody have divorced parents? Yeah. You do, cutie pie? Did you feel like it was your fault? No, how old were you? A year ago? So you're like what, 15? You're 20? It was probably your fault. I'm totally kidding. That sucks though, doesn't it? Did you pee the bed growing up? That could have been a contributing factor. You look like a bedwetter. That's why I'm asking. I don't know. I was. It sucked. Any other bedwetters? Come on, wetters. I know I'm not the only one, you bastards. I did. I used to pee the bed bad, and it sucked. My parents helped me quit, though. They bought me an electric blanket. So, but my mom just got remarried. Has either of your parents been remarried yet? It's pretty quick, though. They just got divorced. It sucks when it happens, too. My mom met the guy online. I know. Actually won him off of eBay. Nice guy. She was the highest bidder. She was so excited, too. She put in 40, but got him for 25. And she paid with PayPal right away, so she got positive feedback, so. What else was I get to go home. We're going to open up our time capsule. Has anybody ever done one of these before? Where you take like a box from some year and you throw in it to remind you of that year. Like we did ours in 81. Excuse me as I throw up on myself. And we're opening ours up next week. You throw records and stuff in it. And I don't know. I'm so excited because I can't wait to see how big our dog got. You know, he's going to be huge, man. He was just a puppy when we put him in there, so I just hope he didn't eat all my push-up pops because those things don't last. But I get to see my uncle. I have the coolest uncle in the world, but he's got like one little issue. He's got a little squirrely eye. Like it's looking other ways when he's talking to you. But we always thought it was real magical growing up because Santa Claus had the exact same eye. He'd mess with me and my sister all the time, too. He was like, hey, what are you doing today? I'm like, what? I think he's talking to you. And I've got gay aunts. I don't know, has anybody else got? Everybody's got a queer in the family. It's awesome now. If you don't, I highly recommend getting one. They're very fun. My aunts are my favorite, though. My real aunt's name's Diane, and her partner's name is Joanne, but we call her Uncle Joe. But not to her face. Oh my God, no, she'd kick our ass, man. She is definitely the guy. But they just came out this past Thanksgiving, which I guess is the time for sharing. I don't know, but it was so funny. They were having a big barbecue, or lesbicue, whatever they called it, and Uncle Joe, or Aunt Joanne was cutting the turkey, and she's all like, yeah, me and Diane got something to tell you guys. Mm-hmm. Yeah, we're gay. I was like, what? Didn't we know that already? I mean, look at you two. Nobody you two besides you two, you know? My uncle's over in the corner going, even I saw that coming. What? Woo! All my family's chubby, too. We got any chubby people out there? Come on, chubsters. Yeah! We are in the group together. Yes! My family's all chubby. Like, we just got our family portrait done by aerial photography. There's only 3 of us. You're like, Jesus. Here comes the plane. My sister's like, why aren't they dropping food? We're like, what? We're not in the desert. What are you talking about? I was chubby growing up. Were you guys chubby growing up too? Kids are mean, aren't they? Were they mean? You probably not to the girls, but to the boys, they're really mean. Like I used to sit at the lunch table at school, and go figure, and and I used to shovel the food as fast as I could in my face because you only get like 45 minutes. You gotta hurry, and kids would be right there. They would pull the food right out of my mouth. And they would say some of the meanest, hurtful things like, let go of my sandwich, you know. Oh, that's my finger. Like, shut up, it's finger food. Buying clothes, like, too, like, I grew up in the 80s. Any 80s folks? 80s! Yeah. All my friends, too, got to wear the really cool jeans at the time, like Jordache and Z Cavariccis and Gerbeau. And I was always stuck wearing those Sears Huskies. Those talk. It wasn't bad enough that you're already overweight, but Sears has to throw a big old leather patch on your ass, you know? Husky. Which made it tough for my sister, Husky Heather. I know. Not a lot of dates for Double H. She hates that joke so bad. I don't care. I don't care. I miss school. Wasn't it so much easier back then? Like, now you got bills and worry about when you're getting late again. It just sucks. Like, back at school, it was so easy. The best day ever in school was movie day. Wasn't that the best when they'd pull that projector into the class? I was like, yes! I ain't got to learn today, man. That was awesome. And the movies were so stupid, too. It was like The Story of Milk, you know, or change your underwear twice a week, you know. There was one about brushing your teeth. I don't remember that one. I never paid attention because I was always too enthralled with that floating in the light of the projector. Remember all the fuzzies? I'd be like, ooh. You think we're breathing that? No, I'm sure it's just in the light. Couldn't be coming from those asbestos-filled tiles above us, could it? I also volunteer at old folks' homes. That's why I was thinking about you. And not that you're an old folk. I'm just saying it's a fun job. And like all the old women there are so fun. They're always flirting with me. I must be hot to old women. Oh no, they're always like, "You're so cute with your straight back and real teeth." You know, they're always trying to make out. They don't take their time. It's hot. Totally. If there's a couple, if they were my age, I would totally do them. But we have this one old guy there. He's 96. We just threw him a surprise birthday party. We're like, "Surprise, Larry." He's like, "I pooped." We're like, I can't wait to just be able to say that kind of just, "I myself." Who's cleaning Larry? I was a Chippewa. Yeah. It was awesome. They used to say, "Fire up, Chips," and I was like, "Okay." I did a lot of that, actually. I actually had a lot of experience with it because I grew up with some pot smokers. Yeah, my parents. And, oh, my God, my dad could make a bong out of anything, man. He was like MacGyver, for Christ's sakes. I remember one day I lost my bike. I come home, he's smoking it. You know, he's like... Switch gears, son. It's tough growing up with pot smoking parents, man. There's only so many nights in a row you can have Twinkie tacos, you know? A little Snickers sandwich. I used to work at McDonald's. Did anybody else? Yeah, did you? Oh, really? A bunch of us? Wow, we all suck, yeah. How long did you work there, wrestler brother? Couple did suck. Wow. A little stressful for you, was it? You really? How long did you work there, bro? You? A year? What about you, brother? Ken, right?
Yeah, about 5 months.
5 months? Was it too stressful for you or something? You're like, this fries suck. There we go. What button? I got to push the button? All right, dude. Beep, beep, beep. Okay, I'm throw them down. I got to salt them too. Hilarious. I worked there 3 years. I loved it. That was a good job, man. A lot of people don't know about this, man, but they have a national magazine that they give out to their employees. You might remember. It was called Crew Magazine. I won 3 national awards in this thing. I was such a queer, but I didn't care. I won Mr. McSmile, which duh, I mean, come on, bling bling. I won Mr. McOpener, which just meant like I was the first one there in the morning. You know, I couldn't wait to get there. I loved it. You ever been to a McDonald's super early in the morning though, man? Old folks rule that ruse. They come in like gangs and shit, you know? They don't get their senior coffee. They're pulling their teeth out and they're like, ah! The big award I won, though, was Mr. McService, and I got to do a commercial for it, and they also wanted to do a photo layout with me for the magazine. And I was like, bad idea, you know, because I was way bigger than even what I am now. And they wanted to base it. There was a real popular movie out at the time called American Beauty. And I don't know if anybody remembers the movie, but the poster for the movie was this really pretty blonde. And she was like naked, covered in rose petals. Well, they wanted to base my picture off of that. So I'm laying there naked with French fries all the way around me. I got pickles in certain areas. Big breakfast burrito. Grande breakfast burrito. It was hot, man. I'd pick up that issue if I were you guys. When I go home, I get to see my family. I'm so excited. I can't wait to see my mom's dog. It's going to be funny. But you women are rough in here tonight, man. You women are usually really nice when you come to these smaller towns, but you girls are tough. You girls are like, mean. I'm glad you're not like animal women, though. Do you know the female firefly? She'll like shake her ass and like let it all glow and wait for the male to show up, and then she eats them. I'm like, oh my God, I can barely handle a little teeth on the old chassis, let alone. And that's.
Thank you for joining us for Rossi's Comedy Showcase. Don't miss it every week on WMKG at 7:30 every Monday, or catch the comedians live at Rossi's every Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday, starting at 8:30 p.m. It's all at Rossi's, comedy at its best.
Using the pipe and a lighter. It seems to work for me. Good talking to ya. Legalize it, right? Why not? It never hurt anyone. Never killed. No one ever died smoking pot. Well, I mean, really, what's the worst thing possibly happen to you, right? You choke on a Twinkie, big deal. You should have chewed it better. Don't go blaming pot. Played a major role in American history. How many of y'all knew this? Declaration of Independence, written on hemp paper. It's true, they keep that locked under glass now because they're afraid we're going to roll up and smoke our freedom. Rudolph Diesel, when he invented the diesel engine, it ran off of hemp oil. Let me say that again because I don't think that's really sinking in. Right now, we're fighting a war over oil. What any politician tells you, we're fighting a war over oil. When the diesel engine was originally invented by Rudolph Diesel, it was made cigarette. You're going to cough up your balls. You go up through security, you get done with security, you check in, you grab your coffee, you sit down, you go, oh, you know what would go good with this? A cigarette. Back out through security, back up through security. Now you've already been through not once but twice, so they got to check underneath your neck to see if you're smuggling a toenail clipper in, because you might take the plane down and give them a pedicure or some shit. Meanwhile, Alibaba and the 40 thieves are just zipping right through security. They got more laundry on their head. They got a family in their f***ing hat. But I'm the threat, the smoker. I'm the blonde-haired, blue-eyed terrorist that wants to have a puffy treat. Suck it. Take that in a kind, loving way. I mean it. Make him a sandwich. What's that? Lights, man. I mean, Jesus Christ. I feel like a 747 coming at me. Can't see shit. So, oh, now it's romantic lighting, isn't it? That's a little bit better. No, go ahead. You can turn them back up. What I need to see, huh? Is that better? Is that better for you guys? Yeah, because then we're bright, didn't you? It's like ready to get my little Duracell flashlights. Come on. So if I seem a little bit off, if I seem a little irritable, if I seem like I'm not quite right tonight, I apologize. I'm trying to quit smoking. It's not working out too well for me. That's why I still smoke pot, man. It lasts longer. It stays with you. Any pot smokers here tonight? By round of applause, pot smokers? No joke, I just want to know where to hang after the show. It's Muskegon and I'm out. All right, tough guy, settle down. There's a new sheriff in town. All right, let me ask a different question. How many people here by round of applause think that pot should be legalized by round of applause? Oh, even you, little Miss Non-Smoker, how do you like to smoke your pot? Now, brownie, is that how you get away with it? I'll keep. You know, I know there's a couple non-smokers out there going, "Oh, good for you. You're going to get healthy." That's not the reason why I'm trying to quit. I'm trying to quit because you non-smokers have made it impossible to be a smoker anymore. All non-smokers? Oh, f you, because it's people like you that always pull the why don't you go outside to smoke? Because it's 40 degrees below zero. You're healthy. Why don't you go outside? And if you travel, it's ridiculous, man. Now with the TSA, those retarded rent-a-cops at the airport, they tell you got to get there what, like 2 to 3 hours earlier. So if you're a smoker, you're outside just huffing and puffing trying to get your fill of nicotine. You finally feel like if you smoke another